Hello children, welcome back. Today we are going to start our chapter number 4, which is an Indian American woman in space. Who was that? Kalpana Chawla. Now I am sure that all of you are familiar with this name. All of you have heard this name, right? Come on, think. Where have you heard this name? Who is she? An actress? Athlete? No, she was the first Indian woman to go in space. Today we are going to learn her story, how she got there, about her life, about her family, all of this. Kalpana Chawla said that she never dreamed as a child in Karnal that she would cross the frontiers of space. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. So Kalpana Chawla is remembering her old days, and she says that when she was younger, when she was a child, she had never even imagined that one day she is going to go to space. For her, it was enough that her parents allowed her to go to an engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. That was enough for her. She did not dream of going to space at that point of time. After a Bachelor of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering, against great opposition from her father, she went for a master's degree to the United States of America. She later earned her PhD in Aerospace Engineering. So, after she completed Aeronautical Engineering, she went to the United States of America. For what? To get her master's degree. But she did not stop there. She went ahead and got a PhD. In what? In Aerospace Engineering. Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian American astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and participate in a successful mission in space. So, she was the first Indian American woman who went to space. Her family from India cheered along with staff at Kennedy Space Center as they watched the Columbia liftoff. So, you all must know that she traveled in the Columbia Space Shuttle, and her family from India, her colleagues from the Kennedy Space Center, all of them cheered for her. Kalpana was born in Karnal, Haryana, but was a naturalized US citizen, married to flight instructor Jean Pierre Harrison. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes, single-engine seaplanes, and gliders. So, she was not an American by birth, but she was a naturalized American. What does that mean? She was Indian, but she married an American. So, she became an American as a result. And whom did she marry? She married a flight instructor whose name was Jean Pierre Harrison. And along with being an astronaut, she was not only an astronaut, but also she had the license to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes and single engine seaplanes. All of this she could fly very efficiently, and hence she had a license for these, and gliders as well. She was also a certified flight instructor. After qualifying as a pilot, Kalpana began to consider another challenge, applying to NASA's Space Shuttle program. She was first hired as a research scientist as NASA. In 1994, she was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut. So, she was also a qualified flight instructor. She could fly planes. She was a pilot. But she did not stop over there. She applied for the NASA's space program. She was selected as a research scientist, and then later on to be trained as an astronaut. So, she got all her training from the best, that is from NASA. When asked what it was like being a woman in her field, she replied, "I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else, and I followed them. And people who were around me, fortunately, always encouraged me and said, if that's what you want to do, carry on." So many times people asked Kalpana Chawla that how does it feel? How does it feel to be a woman in this field which is which is male oriented, where most of the people are male. So she said that she never even thought about it, that she was a woman or she was from a small city or a different country. All that mattered to her was that she had a dream and she wanted to achieve it. So here we can learn, students, from Kalpana Chawla's life experience, that it does not matter whether you are a male or a female, whether you are from a small city or a big city, what country you belong to, from where you come. Nothing matters if you have a dream and a passion to fulfill it. Nothing will come in your way if you are passionate enough. Kalpana's first space mission in the space shuttle, Columbia, was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. So for how long did she stay in space? For 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes. During this time, she went around the Earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. So during her visit, during her time in space, she went around the Earth, the whole of Earth, 252 times. The crew included a Japanese and a Ukrainian astronaut. The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space and tests for making stronger metals and faster computer chips, all for a price tag of about $56 million. So what did they do over there? They pollinated plants to see whether they can grow in space. They also tried different chips which could make computers work faster. They also tested various materials, whether they were strong, weak in the space. And all of this costed how much, students? A whooping $56 million. On the Saturday night, when the news about the Columbia disaster broke, there was shock and disbelief. The town of Karnal spent a sleepless night as thousands of households stayed glued to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana and the crew had somehow survived. A journalist wrote, so the day when the people came to know that the Columbia space shuttle had been destroyed, had been collapsed, they had met a disaster. Whole of India was glued to the television screen, hoping, praying that Kalpana Chawla and the crew members had survived. But that was not the case. Unfortunately, we lost Kalpana Chawla in that disaster. So a journalist wrote about her. These were his ideas about her. She was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an astronaut. You need to know a lot about everything, from biology to astrophysics to aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge to be an astronaut. Her achievement is awe-inspiring. So a journalist wrote in praise of her. He said that Kalpana was no less than a heroine. She had a lot of knowledge, because being an astronaut, you need not have to be special in one field. You have to be good at biology, astrophysics and various other fields in order to be a good astronaut. And in this era where everybody has a speciality, they have a specialization, it was awe-inspiring. It was inspiring, it was motivational to see someone who had so much knowledge about biology, astrophysics, physics, aeronautics, everything. So there is a lot that we can learn from our own Kalpana Chawla. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawla, a girl from a small town, touched the skies, had become an inspiration. In a message that she sent from aboard the space shuttle Columbia to students of her college in Chandigarh, Kalpana said, "The path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it. Wishing you a great journey. There will surely be many who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams." So when she was in space, she gave a message to the fellow students, to her students who were there in Chandigarh. What did she say? She said that 100% there is a path from your dreams to success, if only you have the courage to pursue it, if you are passionate enough. And she says that may all of you find your purpose in life, find your passion in life, and the courage to pursue it, to follow it relentlessly. with perseverance. And she wished and hoped and prayed that all the youngsters of India find their dreams and pursue it. And I'm sure that many of us will be inspired from her journey. We will learn a lot from her and we will remember her words forever and ever. This was the story of Kalpana Chawla, students. I hope you liked it. You learned from her life story. Now I will see you in our next lecture with another chapter. Till then, bye bye.